Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup and our first one for 2022. So welcome back, and also welcome back to Coach Andrew Perqueno from Manova Park. Nice to have you here, Andrew.
Pleasure, Shamil. It's always nice to be here.
How was your 2022 so far?
Not too bad. We're back into the swing of things. We started training on the 3rd of January. We played our first game last Friday, which I'm sure we'll touch on later. Yeah, it's been a good start to the year. It's the boys are motivated again after the break. So yeah.
And you have a nice rest?
Yeah, I had a bit of a break. I didn't think about football for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, so it was fine.
It was fine. No, that's good. Yes, and if this is the first time you're joining us, what we try to do is obviously bring you results of the weekend pass in the ABC Motsepe League and the men's 3rd division, or the SAFA Cape Town Regional Men's League, and also look at the games coming up for the weekend. So yeah, let's get started. Obviously with ABC Motsepe, we know we have the two groups, Group A and Group B, and we'll touch on the ABC Group A first. And at William Herbert, we had Grassy Park hosting Ubuntu, with Ubuntu winning 2-1 there at Grassy Park. Ubuntu doing very well at the moment. They're in 2nd place actually, only by a goal difference, and they leading, or they equal on points with Zizwe in Group A. So good win there for Ubuntu. Santos and Claywood, I don't know if you heard, Andrew, Santos was behind 2-0 half-time in that match, and Claywood came to win it 3-0.
Yeah, I think Santos, that was a very good result for them. Claywood have a lot of players who they've brought in this year. It's a new club, basically. And they were flying high at the beginning. And I think Santos, I think I put a marker down. I think they got a couple of games in hand, if I recall. And I think they could be challengers in that stream. I think with the comeback obviously giving them confidence at home, and especially against a team like Claywood, who I think was 2nd or 3rd at the time. And I think, Santos, very good result.
So well done to the coaches there at Santos. And then I think Cape Town Spurs were also 2-0 behind against Black Cats, if I'm not mistaken. And that game ended up with a 2-2 draw for Cape Town Spurs. So good comeback there for the youngsters at Cape Town Spurs.
Yeah, I think, Black Cats, everybody sort of thought, well, they're new in the league and everything, and but they've actually put up some good results, especially away from home. There's no easy games. It's like, there's no easy games.
Well, that makes it exciting for us.
Exactly.
Then this one was a surprise to me. Zizwe United and Perqueno Sundowns. No disrespect to Sundowns, but Zizwe obviously flying high at the moment. 1-1 draw there, and that's at home for Zizwe.
Yeah, it's much like when teams come and play Hanover Park, I think. I think when teams go and play Zizwe, especially away, they feel like they've got a point to prove, and they up their game a bit. In Perqueno Sundowns, we were in the playoffs with them 2 years ago. That's when they got promotion. Very good team, very strong.
Good. Yeah, they normally find a lot of the teams from the smaller areas. Obviously, it's concentrated, players are concentrated, so they normally do well. So well done to the guys there. Then Jomo Power was again losing to Hans by. Jomo Power was really struggling this year. I had a quick chat to the coach there, and they're trying to get their registrations completed, and they're feeling confident they're actually gonna get back into it. So yeah, we wish them luck there. But well done to Hans by City for winning 3-1 there at home. And then we just go to Group B quickly, and yes, the match that we were at, FC Cape Town Hotspurs. So just to give you a quick rundown, we know that FC Milan bought the Battalion franchise, and that name has now been changed to FC Cape Town Hotspurs. Obviously, all the legalities need to take place, but so they're still listed as, I think, Battalions, but they're actually FC Cape Town Hotspurs. They hosted Trojan United, which is the old Steenberg. And they lost 2-1 there against Coach Mike and his team. FC Milan, Cape Town Hotspurs not registering a result yet, or a positive result this season. So they quite a few good players in that team, but they haven't recorded the win.
Yeah, and they've also got a new coach. Dylan Dean is there now. So I think maybe give it a couple of weeks for him to bed his philosophy into the guys. But again, Trojan, Mike is an experienced coach away from home. He just wants to get a result. So 2-1 doesn't surprise me over there.
And we were fortunate to have to chat to Coach Mike after the game. So this is what he had to say. Coach Mike, good result there for you against FC Milan 2-0. How was the game for you?
Actually, sorry, 2-1.
Oh, 2-1, sorry.
Yes.
Late consolation goal,
when we're coming from December, it's not easy to get the guys going. We tried to do a lot of training. You know, we set ourselves a target to say, look, at a certain time we must be at a certain position. But while the boys are doing very well, I'm happy with them. Everything is going according to our plan.
The standings on the log is very tight at the moment in your group. The loss against Houtbay did some damage to you guys in the log position, or is that just something you can overcome?
I was very happy to lose early than to lose late.
Okay.
You know, and I'm still proud of my boys. You know, if we had to lose late, we're going to cry.
Yeah.
So at least we'll get a learning curve. You know, if you don't lose, you must build your own league where you play alone, where there is no opponents. But if you got an opponent, you must accept the results as it comes. Yes, it was very frustrated for you to give away 3 points, but what can we do?
Yeah.
It was one of those days where we can say, okay, guys, let's take it and go home and go and work for the next game. Coming to your question, you know, standing off the log is not very important at the moment.
Okay.
The most important thing now is to do well on your games and see what's going on. You know, if we can do well, it's fine. You know, to win the league is not easy. It's a process. It's not an overnight thing. It's a process where we need to build from here and take it to the next game. We've got 2 games playing at home. Let's hope, believe we're going to do well at home.
Okay. Coach, well done again, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm very happy. For 3 points of the boys on the road, I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that was Coach Mike and his thoughts on the game and also the season coming and what's happened so far. And the next result there, this was a big derby. Norway Parks Magic against FN Rangers.
Yeah, I was there actually.
Okay.
Can't miss a derby like that, especially when I got a Saturday off. So it's typical derby game. I thought first half things were quite tight. I think FN Rangers sort of dominated possession in the first half. And Norway Parks were eating them on the break.
Yeah.
I think it was 1-1 at halftime.
Okay. Who scored first? Do you remember?
FN Rangers were 1-0 up. It was a goalkeeping error.
Okay.
And then Norway Parks hit. Daniel Warely scored just before halftime.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, he sniffs
Yeah.
off a chance, it's gone.
Yeah.
And then second half, I thought Rangers put their foot on the ball a bit more. And, you know, they especially their front line, putting them under a lot of pressure. And they scored from a set piece to make it 2-1, a free kick. The keeper parried and they scored. And then Norway Parks hit back again to make it 2-2. And then we thought, okay, well, with about 20 minutes to go, we thought it would be a draw. And then there was a penalty and FN Rangers converted. And I've got to give Norway Parks credit because they kept on coming. Okay. Even after Rangers went 3-2 up, they kept on coming. A lot of set pieces were coming. Okay. So it was a typical derby game. It wasn't the best game. You know, but derby's all about results at the end of the day. And I think FN Rangers are flying high. I think they're second behind Glendine in that stream. Yeah. But, you know, Norway Parks can take a lot of credit out of the game.
Okay, and I think they also had a struggle at the beginning of the season, Norway Parks. Yeah. They were struggling to get results. Yeah,
yeah, but they seem to pick up before the derby, and I think going forward, based on what I saw on Saturday, they should be picking up some more results. Yeah.
Okay. Then the next match there was Langebaan and Ikapa Sporting with a 1-0 draw. Glendine United and Martis 3-1 to Glendine there. Glendine obviously showing their prowess in that game. And then Houtbay and Police playing to a 1-0 draw. And I think that was away at Police's home ground. Houtbay also obviously had a good result a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, but that group remains tight.
It's very tight, yeah.
Just to go over the logs quickly while we're talking about that. Not going to go through all the teams, but in Group B, the group we just discussed, we got Glendine top on 16. And then FN Rangers second on 16 points also, just goal difference splitting those two. And then Trojan United third on 15 points. And to complete the top 5 is Houtbay and Martis. So yeah, pretty tough. Not a lot of points.
And I think I looked at that a couple of days ago, and I think Trojan, who are third, play Glendine, who are top this weekend. And I think Trojan are at home, Yeah,
I think that's coming up, Yeah, so, okay, while we're on that, the Group B fixtures for this weekend, we've got Police playing Norway Parks. It's going to be a tough one, obviously, there for Police. We've just discussed that with Norway Parks performances. Then Houtbay hosting Langebaan FC. Then Trojan United hosting Glendine. That's going to be a tough game, like you say.
That's going to be a tough one.
I don't think we can call that game. That's going to be, it's going to be a humdinger. And then FN Rangers hosting Cape Town FC Hotspur. Sorry, got to get used to the name changes here. And then Ikapa hosting Martis. And I think, that's the games for this weekend in Group B. Then Group A, we've got Cape Town Hotspurs hosting Grassy Park. That fixture's actually changed to Friday. It was supposed to be on Sunday. It's changed to Friday, so they're playing on Friday night at the Kamfa. Gansbaai City hosting Zizwe. It's going to be a tough one for Gansbaai, I think.
Yeah.
Black Cats and Clearwood. That's going to be a tough game also.
Clearwood got to travel.
Yeah.
They got to go to Nice.
And especially after what happened last weekend, they need to
pick up points. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some work to do. Royal Blues hosting Santos at Rustin, and Ubuntu hosting Jomo Powers. Yeah, those are the games for this weekend in Group A. And just to run quickly, in the log for Group A, Zizwe first 16 points, Ubuntu second 16 points, and then Clearwood 9 points at third place. Fourth place, Grassy Park with 9 points, and Sundowns completing the top 5 there on 8 points. So they're also pretty tight there.
Yeah, it is pretty tight. I think Zizwe, Ubuntu and Clearwood, I think those 3 teams are the ones who are going to be challenging from there.
Yeah.
I think Santos, got a couple of games in hand as well. If they win that, they're back in the mix as well.
Yeah, they're also going to be playing Nedbank coming soon, so they're also going to...
They got quite a few games. I think they've got to catch up because of the Nedbank. I think they were 2 games behind.
Yeah, so that was the ABC Motsepe Group A and Group B, and we're going to jump into the Suffolk Cape Town 3rd Division. So Greenwood hosted Premier United. I think it was last Friday. There was a couple of games last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday night, same night we played.
Good result for them, 2-1 for Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood at home, tough to beat. They're one of the teams always, every year, consistent at home. Premier, like I said, first season they're back in the 3rd division. I think it was a good result from all accounts, from what I heard from both sides. There were a couple of dubious decisions over there, but at the end of the day, the result's there.
Yeah,
it's 2-1, and it's like I said, Greenwood. At home, tough to beat.
And I think Greenwood also, they have, Bradley Barnes was there at the beginning. They've got now Lionel Muller, who's supposed to be the sort of interim coach. But I think Lionel, or Pony as he's known, he's been there before. I mean, he's the one that brought him into the 3rd division. So I don't see him actually leaving. And he's building up some nice continuity. So he'll probably stay on there. So well done to Pony there.
Yeah, I think Bradley, was the first coach that I'm aware of in the 3rd division, was unbeaten and then left. So it was a good time to go while he was on top.
And then Nova Park, Ocean View. Now, I heard you guys were 0-0 half time.
Yeah, we were.
And you came up to win that game 5-0 in the second half.
Yeah, I think I think a bit of rustiness first game back after the break. First half we actually played quite well. Their goalkeeper made 3 or 4 outstanding saves in the first half. A young goalkeeper.
Mikhail, I think his name.
Yeah, very good. I was very impressed with him. He made a couple of great saves first half. And we went in at half time. We just changed 1 or 2 things. Worked on 1 or 2 ways we were set up and on our set pieces as well. And then, we scored 5 in the second half. As a coach, it was a bit of shock, but it's one of those nights where every change you make works. And the players.
So it looks like you know what you're doing.
Sometimes it looks like I know what I'm doing. No, but I mean, listen. Ocean View, the result flattered us because towards the end, we started putting in the goals. But they were tough. Very tough. A lot of good young players there at Ocean View.
Good. And then, this was a humdinger, goal 50 and Silver Spurs with goal 50 coming out 3-2 winners there at Idefeld. Those games are always going to be tough. FC Hout Bay and Trinitarians. Trini's losing again. You know what's happening there, Coach Zahir? Maybe you can let us know.
Yeah, maybe he can. But listen, we played FC Hout Bay our first game. I think it was their second game because of Nedbank. We started late. We played them away. We drew 1-1. It's not an easy place to go to. And the boys are obviously up for playing against us. I'm sure they're up to playing against Trinis. And when they get ahead, it's tough. We went ahead and they equalised when we played them. But 4-3. A lot of goals, eh?
Yeah. But look, FC Hout Bay, they've got some good players there.
Correct.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good players there. So well done to the guys in Hout Bay. Then Cape Moyo and Vasco drawing 1-1 there at Portuguese club.
Portuguese derby that, eh?
Yeah. Junction Rovers and Bayview, 2-2 draw. Junction had a good start to the season. They've sort of been fading the last couple of games. I think after their loss against Greenwood, and that game, I don't think they've recorded a positive result after that. But drawing there against Bayview 2-2. Anything to say on that one?
I know Bayview were 2-0 up away from home at Adafelt. Bayview were 2-0 up early. I think Junction scored both their goals second half to equalise.
Okay.
But like I said, tough. tough teams to play.
Yeah.
Junction, Greenwood,
all of
everybody.
them, all of them. Yeah.
You play everybody away from home. It's tough. And I mean, for Junction, it's a good result for Bayview away.
Yeah.
To draw 2 all there.
Okay, and well done to Junction coming back then.
Yeah.
Then Cape Town United losing 2-1 to Woodlands. That was at Langa. Jamestown and Matroosfontein drawing 2-2. Cape Town City and Blue Gums 6-1. I think since Blue Gums changed their coach, I'm not saying it's the coach or whatever, but it hasn't been a good season for them this year. I know Cape Town City is a tough place to play. I think you did mention it last time as well at Malta Park. But Cape Town City winning 6-1 there against Blue Gum. Then Ocean View and Goal 50, and then that was the game last night.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Goal
and that
51.
Yeah, and that result actually puts Goal 50 top of the log above Nova Park.
Yeah, it's good.
Knocked off the pedestal.
I only want to be on top in game 34. Listen, Goal 50 have been very consistent. If you look at their results, tough team. I think they've conceded 8 goals or 9 goals. I think it was 8 goals in the 9 games they've played.
8 goals, yeah.
Yeah, a very, very solid, compact team. And if you're not conceding, and you can pinch a goal or 2, results come your way.
Why not?
But they've been quite consistent. I think they've lost 1 game. Tough team. I think we got them next Friday night.
Okay.
At Hanover Park. So
that will be one to
I'm hoping we get some points this weekend, so we'll be up on the coattails by next week.
Before we go to the fixtures, let's just check out the log while we're looking at it. So Goal 50 is top there, off top of the log. Obviously played 1 more game than you guys. 20 points, and then Hanover Park second place with 19 points. Cape Town City having a good season this year also, 17 points. And Greenwood, I think they're climbing back up. They 4th place, 16 points. Woodlands also climbing a bit there, 14 points. And there's 2 teams on 14 points. Then because there's Junction after Woodlands, and that's the top 6. So giving you the top 60. If you want all the full log, go to the website fourthmoment.co.za. That's of all the leagues. And then just in closing, let's just check out the fixtures for the weekend. Double-header weekend.
Yeah, double-header. Yeah, we got Friday and Sunday. Yeah,
and
it's tough. It's going to be a hot weekend.
I was going to say 30 plus degrees.
Yeah, we'll test the fitness early in the new year. So all those guys that ate too much trifle in the holidays will get caught out.
Then okay. So let's look at the fixtures quickly. There's quite a few to go through, so I don't think I'm going to run through all of them. City versus Silver Spurs. That's going to be a tough game. That's on Saturday. Obviously, Silver Spurs, they are a good team. The results aren't going their way. They would want to come back. I think they will be looking at this sort of game also to get some points.
Yeah, I think since they beat us, they've played Goal 50. They lost 3-2, and I think Silver Spurs, they got a lot of young players as well. Quite a few teams this season have quite a lot of young players in the squad.
Okay.
I think most of Silver Spurs' squad is full of young players, very talented. So on their day, they can beat anybody. And I mean, Cape Town City away, I think that is like the test.
For them.
In the
but
league.
there's enough motivation for them to go.
I wouldn't be surprised they get a result, to be honest.
Great. Then Goal 50, top of the log guys at the moment. They're playing Junction. That's going to be a tough game. I think the first few games is going to be very tough this weekend. Goal 50 Junction, Blue Gum Trinitarians, Umoya Ocean View, Cape Town United Premier, and Hanover Park versus Bayview. That's going to be a tough one.
That's Sunday's games. Listen, that Goal 50 Junction game, Heidelberg Derby. Anything can go there.
Oh, you're right. These are Sunday's games.
And we got Bayview Sunday at home. And Bayview have been picking up results. And like I said last week, they were 2-0 up against Junction away from home.
Still came
so there's no easy games. No easy games.
Okay, so Friday night's games. Coming back to Friday night's games. Vasco, Cape Town City.
Sure.
Premier versus Hout Bay. Junction versus Hanover Park. That's a tough one. Also, you got a tough weekend.
No, listen, Junction, Hanover Park are clubs with a lot of history. And there's a lot of pride and passion when we play against each other. And it's always, I've always enjoyed putting myself up against Coach De Weber. He's very experienced, and he's a guy who loves his football. And for a person like me, it's always a nice challenge. And my team. I enjoy playing at Heidelberg. At one stage it was our second home. Every time we played teams there, I think at one stage there were 4 or 5 teams.
Where is their home ground?
Home ground. So we enjoy playing there.
Okay, and then just to carry on from Friday night's fixtures, Bayview versus Jamestown, Spurs versus Umoyo, and then Saturday, Trinis versus Cape Town United. Woodlands versus Bluegum, Matroosfontein versus Greenwood. That's also a game with a lot of history. A lot of back in the old day. That was a tough fixture. And Greenwood traveling to Matroosfontein against Coach Patrick Wheels them there, and then FC Houtbay versus Matroosfontein. That's obviously the next day.
Sunday game.
So there's a double-header weekend. I've obviously have it a bit mixed here, but go to the website, check out the fixtures for the weekend, and also keep an eye on the website for the results and everything happening over this busy weekend.
Sure.
Anything else you want to say, Coach Andrew?
Yeah, I think, when we chatted last time, I said, before the season started, the log will sort of start looking after itself after about 10 games. And I think after this weekend, a lot of teams could pick up 6 points and they could climb quite a lot high up that log. I think if you look at the log, I think between second bottom and top is like 12 or 13 points. Yeah. So, if you go on a bit of a run, I mean, we got 2 double-header weekends in the next 4 weeks. Yeah. So, if you pick up 6 points in each weekend, you could be right in contention again.
Yeah, and the games are ticking over. There's games in the week, so on. I think we normally do a write-up from game 10 because it's a third of the season done. Yeah. So, look out for that also. And then, before we go, I want to say thanks to Coach Andrew for availing himself again on short notice.
Pleasure.
And helping us do this this roundup. So, if you want to, just see all the results, as I said before, go to the website, have a look, keep an eye out on the socials, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And obviously we can't forget to say thanks to Loro Sport for helping us to putting out this content and also for everything that we're doing. And we'll catch you next time.